Hey everybody, Matt Barton here with this week's Broker Minute or Two. I hope your Wednesday has gone well. Hey, you know what? There's been a lot of interesting news articles that have come out in the past week or two in regards to our industry. And I was talking with Ron and Daryl today, and it spurred a thought for this week's Broker Minute or Two message. It's like, you know, in this industry, we talk about being the professionals. And I would just start off with a question. Do you really feel like you are the professional? I hope the answer is yes. And then the second question is, well, what exactly do you do to be the professional? How do you actually reflect that to the people that you interact with, your SOI, or people that you're prospecting, or whatever the case may be? And so that's what I want to just touch on really quickly today. I know you're going to laugh when you see this. I'm going to share my screen. One of the ways, it's not the only way, your relationship, your ability to do negotiations, your contract knowledge, but certainly the forefront of people's mind most of the time is some level of, well, what's the market doing? And I've showed you guys this. If you went to our sales meeting this month, I showed you how you can go to Rapid Stats. Actually, Erin Menard did. I'm stealing her thunder. She showed you how easy it was to take, if you go into Rapid Stats, and I will show you for those that are in Washington County how easy this is in your marketplace. But in Rapid Stats, to literally go one click, go to Market Summary, and then go to the second tile in and generate a wonderful infographic that if you didn't go to sales meeting, you really should reach out to Erin Menard and see how easy it is to set this up to send out to your SOI on a regular basis so that you continue to have conversations with the people that will do transactions with you if you only communicate with them on a regular basis so they don't forget you're in the business. Okay? But that's not what I wanted to show you today. I literally am going back to the first page. So if you click on Rapid Stats, it brings you to this dashboard page. What's the big deal? So it does have some pertinent information if you'll just spend 30 seconds utilizing it on a regular basis. So the three tiles across the top obviously are the number of actives, the number of solds, and the number of under contract. And by itself, not terribly exciting data. But if I go to the actives and just say, hey, show me how our active count today is versus 365 days ago. Well, wow, that's pretty meaningful information when somebody asks you, how's the market doing? How is inventory? Well, you know what? Actually, from a year ago, we're up 17.5% on inventory, and that's good. We're still not to historic normal levels, but given the last 12 months is one of your best times to look through inventory and find product. Okay, you go to the second tile, the number of solds. Well, how do we compare to 365 days ago? See how easy this is? I'm not the smartest guy, and even I can do this, right? So 365 days ago, wow, we're actually up 4.5% on the number of solds from a year ago. That's good information to share too. And the last one, for those that are taking listings, well, could you use this information to help in your pricing or recommended pricing and strategy when you meet with people who are listing their properties? Well, today versus 365 days ago, our under contracts are up 37.26. What's the takeaway? Inventory is not at the highest level, but the people that are in the market, the buyers that are in the market, tend to be really in the market and need to buy, and therefore the number that's going under contract is substantially higher than it was a year ago. So we have a good chance of moving your property. For those of you in St. George, I didn't want to have you feel left out. Yours isn't quite as pretty as utahrealestate.com, but if you come over here to menu and go down to statistics, right here, this market trends graph, you're going to get effectively the same data, just in a different format. You have different tiles across the top here. The two I would concentrate on that I think are very important is this number of listings graph, and you can do everything we just showed there: active listings, new listings, and sold listings, and compare that over the past 2 years. The other one that's of interest is months of inventory. And I think this is always interesting to be, hey, back in 2022, we were about 5.5 months of inventory. We've been as low as recently as May of this year of having 3. Remember, this bottom axis is not 0, it's 3 months. And we've crept back up to a little over 5 months of inventory, which for most of the pundits in the industry, when they talk about a balanced market versus a buyer's market versus a seller's market, when we cross over between 3 and 4 months of inventory, the pundits call that a balanced market. So I hope that is helpful information to you as you go out and have more conversations. And please make sure you're having conversations. People, the general public really is looking for information and leadership in most cases, the most significant financial decisions they will make in their lifetime. With that, I'll wish you a great rest of the week, and we'll talk soon.